Hey everybody, what's going on? It's your nerdy friends Cash 14 here, and today we're going to be upping the silent but deadly bow known as Odium to max, so without further ado, let's get this started. Now, Odium is a negative hate rising bow that can be very useful when you're in a party with other players and you're trying to keep your hate bar from rising extremely fast by spam casting the smoke drop skill to keep all the aggro on the party's tank while you deal tons of support damage. You can also use this bow to help proc the hide attack skill a lot more often, but we're not going to get into that because I don't even have the passive. But the base initial stats of the Odium bow is hate rise minus 30%, as well as the base attack can range from around 140 to 155. Which is very decent considering it comes from a low-level mob called Gnoshka, which is inside NG Caves near Kalia City. The Odium bow has two upgradable forms that are Odium Mark II and Odium Mark III. Now, Odium Mark II can be crafted at the Port Spargus blacksmith after you obtain the following items: 1 Odium bow, 10 wrought irons from drag hits near Draftburg City, 20 Mossa gates from Nera Diaz at Eldoran Desert near Port Spargus, 30 mithril for mining, and 300k spina to put it all together. Alright, now we're going to head down to the underground balloon blacksmith so we can do the last and final upgrade form for the Odium bow, which is Odium Mark III. So in order to craft Odium Mark III, you're going to need the following materials: 1 Odium Mark II, 1 big eagle claw from Barbed in the maze of Dendora inside of Soteria City, 5 gray armor bits from Asglobs at Karoo Arena outside of underground balloon, 45 heavy stones from boxes at Ruko Mine Ruins, that's also outside of Underground Balloon, as well as 150k spina to make the weapon. Alright guys, so now we're going to go ahead and do the damage test with the Odium Mark III bow. Now quickly I'm going to show you guys the stats that I currently have for my Odium bow Mark III that's equipped. So right now my base attack is at a whopping 3k, which is really high for the base attack on my particular, for my character, as well as my hit rate went extremely high. It's almost 1,000, so I almost have no troubles at all with hitting targets with any of my skills or with normal attacks at all. I hardly miss any attacks at all. As far as my damage goes, I'm gonna actually pull up my battle log here so that way we can see the damage. But as far as my damage goes, I'm dealing pretty decent damage. I'm dealing about 28 to 37k on average with my crossfire damage, and my area rain damage is about 8k initially when I initially cast it. I don't know how much the damage is for area rain after crossfire is active, so I'm just going to use crossfire once just to test. Okay, so the area damage is about 18k, which is fairly decent. I mean, this bow isn't really, like I said before, this bow isn't really a bow that you're going to use for primarily damage, although it can do some nice damage, because as y'all seen from the stats, and I'll show you guys the stats again, I have a base attack of 3k, so I deal a lot of damage with this bow. As far as my area rain damage goes for this bow, I do about 23k with 7 hits, 18k with 18k with 6 hits, and I'm trying to see if I can proc 8 hits. Trying to see if I can get 8 hits to proc, but it's kind of difficult to get arrow rain to proc 8 hits. But as far as trying to get it to proc 7 or 6, it'll proc 7 or 6. It's just really hard trying to proc it 8. Okay, here we go. It just proc 8 hits, so about 25k at max for that. And the last thing I want to test and see how much is my normal damage. Now, since this isn't one of my my critical damage based bows, it might not crit as often as the other bows. I mean, like there, it just didn't crit at all and only did like 3k normal damage. But when I did critical damage, I went from 3k all the way up to 12k, which is about how much this bow can do in terms of normal damage for me anyways. I mean, your price may vary depending on how high level or low level you are, but for me this bow deals very good damage. It has, the nice negative hate rise effect, so I don't get hate as quickly as I would do if I was using other bows, because of the fact that it has a really high negative hate rise effect on it, which is really good, especially if you're in a party or if you have the hide attack skill. You know, you can proc the hide attack skill a lot with this bow and not have to worry about, you know, mobs being aggro to you as you're trying to proc the skill, because of the fact that this bow has such high hate reduction that a mob won't even notice you until after you're done casting your skill, which is amazing. But anyways, you know, I love Odium Mark III. I love this bow. This bow is so good. It has so much decent utility to it. Does some great damage. Definitely urge you guys to go out and get it. But without further ado, thank you everybody ever so much for watching. Arigato to all my little Charmanders out there. Keep spreading the fire and the love. And I'll see all you guys in the next video and or stream. Peace out for now.